last video, I told you guys that I was starting my journey of watching all types of anime again. And so I wanted to share with you a couple of the animes that I've been watching. I usually do like a review once I'm done with them, but some of them I'm not quite done with because they're either in the middle of a season or they still are confirmed for another season, so they're not officially done yet. So I wanted to talk about them in this video. So this is my review so far of these animes that I have watched, and these are the animes that I am watching. But let me know down below in the comments, what animes are you currently watching? So I'm gonna give this a little rundown of like what the series is and how I feel about it and my ratings so far. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the series that I have absolutely become obsessed with. It is only right for me to talk about this series as the first one because I genuinely am obsessed by it. And I have the manga series and I've read up to volume 3 of this manga series, but I just started the anime simply because it came to Netflix. I have Netflix and I'm like, you know what, I'm on a manga ban right now, I might as well start some anime because I don't know if I want to keep collecting the popular ones, but I have got absolutely obsessed, and now I absolutely am going to collect the manga because this has become one of my probably all-time favorite anime series. Don't tell Assassination Classroom, but I have fallen deep into the Apothecary Diaries, which you will see a little bit of because I have a costume for Mao Mao. Specifically, this costume should be the next video that you see, by the way, where I am working on this costume for an anime convention. I have become obsessed with the Apothecary Diaries, and yeah, I do have some of the manga, but again, I'm on a manga ban, so I decided to just go ahead and start it and see if I still wanted to collect the manga. I kid you not, I watched literally, I kid you not, I watched 7 episodes the first day I started it. I watched season 1 in 2 days. There's like 24 episodes, by the way. And literally, it's honestly, I started the series because I was sick and I didn't feel that good, and so I was like, you know what, we'll watch it. And I spent the whole second day lying, rotting in bed, watching the series. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been so obsessed with an anime in a very long time. The Apothecary Diaries is about our main character here, Mao Mao, who we find out is not just like a servant girl who, you know, we're kind of led to believe. And so basically she's kidnapped from her village in the Pleasure District, which is kind of where like the concubines and like, you know, ladies of the night kind of come from and stuff. A lot of brothels there. But anyway, she's kidnapped and she's sold off to the Rear Palace, where she kind of falls into the taster category, where she saves a couple people, especially high-ranking people like the concubines, from dying. Literally is one of the reasons why there is a successor to the emperor, the princess, and she kind of becomes the taster, but she also kind of becomes a little bit more to, should I say his role or not? Probably not. I'm just gonna say Jinchi, who is a eunuch. If you know, you know. I won't spoil for you. We're not about spoilers over here. But basically, this whole series is kind of like wrapped in mystery as Mao Mao is kind of trying to figure out a couple of weird things that are happening around the palace, like ghosts and strange deaths and poisonings, and just a whole lot of like, you know, kind of controversial like issues between concubines and people trying to off each other, and like a whole mystery slew of events that are happening. And even now that we're starting in the second season and kind of ending the second season, kind of wrapping up, you know, a little bit of a mystery surrounding around Jinchi. But I love this series. I love anything that is kind of like murder mystery, and I love trying to solve it at the same time the main characters are. So I really love to watch it and try to use my own knowledge to solve the cases. You probably have seen me do this over on my YouTube channel, Glitter Games, where when I'm playing games like Danganronpa, I try my best to solve the case before we actually find out what happens. I just love stuff like that. It's so fun. And so genuinely, the humor, the mystery, the costumes, oh my god, the outfits are so beautiful, and I just love the story through and through. It is fantastic. I'm currently still watching season 2 because I'm at the point, I've hit the wall where I have to wait for the season to kind of update. It updates a new episode every week, so I'm kind of having to wait, which it really sucks because I really want to get to, like, you know, the good parts, which is towards the end. But anyway, I absolutely have to rate this a 10 out of 10. Genuinely one of the best animes that I have seen in a while, and I cannot recommend it enough. I love a good mystery, I love the sprinkle of romance, and I'm not gonna lie, I love the royal palace. It's just so interesting. I love anything that has to do with royalty. I just really love the story of the Apothecary Diaries. I really love how there's so much mystery that's going on, and I love Mao Mao's character, someone who is obsessed with poison. Aren't we all? So I would definitely rate the Apothecary Diaries as a 10 out of 10. Okay, next we're gonna talk about one of my longest watched animes, because the problem is, I love this series. It is one of my all-time favorite series, but I've had such a hard time trying to find it. So I watched it on Netflix when I first started with the first series, and then they only had the first series. So then I had to hop to Hulu, because Hulu had the next series, which you'll probably understand, which is Shippuden. And so they only had a couple of it, like a couple of the episodes at the time when I was watching on Hulu, and I don't have Hulu anymore, so I don't know if they updated or not. So I've tried to find the series, can't find it until recently, found somewhere where I can watch it, which is Naruto. I am on the second series, and I'm on episode 205 as of right now. So like the fourth Great Ninja War has literally just been declared by I already know the spoiler, Madara. And so anyway, that's kind of where I am right now in Naruto. Naruto is one of those series that I have this issue with, like, long-running series, and I'm gonna talk about One Piece after this, so spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about One Piece after this. They both have this issue where the animes are super long and drawn out, the fight scenes are really long and drawn out, the battles are long and drawn out, and there's a lot of filler episodes that I really don't care about, but I'm gonna watch them anyway so that I can know the references. It's a lot. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot going on. But I really enjoy it. I don't know. There's something that I enjoy about the challenge of watching a really long series, and I really love Naruto. There's some problems. I do think I have a lot of problems with Naruto, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely one of those people who I don't understand how Sakura and Sasuke got together. Do I feel like they should have been together? Yeah, but I felt like there could have been a better way to kind of like showcase them instead of just time skipping to Boruto, showing that, yep, they are actually together. You know, there's a little bit that I feel like in Naruto, especially couple-wise, that I'm kind of like, with. My only like OTP ship, I will say, from Naruto is always going to be Shikamaru and Temari, because Shikamaru is my all-time favorite character. But honestly, I'm in the part where it starts to get good. Like the fourth Great Ninja War has started. We're kind of learning a little bit about the Uchiha clan, and like Naruto is like a toad sage and everything now. Jiraiya died, so I cried. Like, it's really good right now. There are periods of these long animes with arcs that I have found I just don't like. There are some arcs that I just don't like, and there's some arcs that I really like, but this one's really good. This one is like peak right now, with the war is starting, so I know everything is gonna go really downhill sad from here. So as of right now, it's definitely like a 7 out of 10, because there's not a whole lot of drama right now because the war had just started. So like, I'm sure in the next couple episodes it's gonna get a little bit more hardcore. But I love Naruto. I love the ninja concept. I think it's fun. Ninjutsu in itself is cool. I will say my favorite arc was, weirdly enough, the ones like in the beginning where they were like fighting with everybody in like almost like an arena type thing. I don't know. I enjoyed that stuff. Kind of like with Fairy Tail, I like the kind of like war arc, you know? So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about One Piece now. So I'm just gonna directly go here into One Piece. Let me pull up what episode I'm on. I just finished, what is it called? I'm thinking. I just finished the Alabasta arc. I just finished the TV Original 1 series, which I'm going off of Netflix, by the way. I just started the Sky Island arc, and I'm on episode 146. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm still at the point where we just finished like the Rainbow Mist arc, and that was pretty good. I really liked that. That definitely feels like it was a filler arc, but it was a pretty good arc. I really liked how, is this a spoiler? It's been out. If it's been out for a while, I don't claim it as a spoil, so oh well. Anyway, I do like how in this arc, basically, there's kids and they're trapped in the rainbow mist and they kind of just stay there forever, and then, you know, at the end you kind of see them older, because, you know, it makes sense. It's good. It's hard to explain, but it's just really good. It was a really good arc. One Piece was one of those shows that I didn't want to start because, like, I had a friend who was very, let's just say, weird about it. Let's just say made a lot of weird NSW fan art for it and shoved it in my face at school all the time, and I was just not about that. And so they kind of ruined the series a little bit for me, because I also, like, you know, spoiled everything that they could. They literally already told me about what happened to Ace, and so I'm like, well, why do I even want to watch this now? Because you've kind of spoiled everything for me. And, like, I don't mind a few spoilers, but, like, I swear, I knew the entire plot of this anime before I even started it because of this one friend. But anyway, I digress. I decided to start it because I had surgery like about a year ago. I know, a year, and I'm only on 147. It takes me a while to watch long animes. Let's just get that out of the way. It takes me a while. But I really enjoyed what I watched at the beginning. I really loved it. And when the live action came out, I really liked it. I know live action is definitely a mixed review for a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, there is a lot of really bad ones. If you have ever seen the live action Death Note, then maybe you can understand where I'm coming from. The live action is not always great, but I do think the live action was pretty decent for One Piece. I think the actors pretty much captured the Straw Hat Pirates. I really liked it, and I do hope that there is another series. I'm praying for Buggy, because I do like the clown. I can't help it. He's my favorite character. But I would say definitely, also, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, because I'm not gonna lie, the art style is not my favorite when it comes to anime, but the story is very rich and very good, and I do love the story a lot. Okay. Before we start this next review, this might actually make some people mad. So brace yourselves. But I finally started watching Kimi ni Todoke, because for the longest time, I have the manga over here. I have the first one. It's kind of out of view. But I have the first one. I liked the first volume that I read, and I've been trying to find the rest of the volumes at Barnes & Noble, because that's like the only place around me that I can get manga anymore. And so I keep trying to look for them. I can't find them. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to not collect the volumes, and I'm just going to watch the anime. 5 out of 10. That kind of hurts to say. That hurts to say. And the only reason that I'm giving it such a low rating is because I don't like slow burn stuff. I tend to hate slow burn romance, and if you want the slowest, and I do mean slowest, like confession, like, you know, saying that you like each other to each other in one season, this is the anime for you, I guess. Like, it took 24 episodes just for them to tell each other that they liked each other, and that was it. And then season 2 starts, and Sawako still is, like, not getting it in her head that Kazuhaya likes her. And so I'm stressed. This anime has stressed me out more than, like, anything, because it so obviously hints at characters getting together. Like, for example, Chizu and Ryu, obvious that, you know, they like each other, or at least that he likes her as of right now in season 2, but it's so obvious that, like, it's gonna be a pairing eventually, and, like, it is so slow, and I can't stand how slow it is. I'm not gonna lie, Kazuhaya is the only reason that I'm keeping up with this anime, because I do think Sawako gets on my nerves a little bit, which I understand, you know, like, she's kind of become an outcast, she doesn't have a lot of friends, she tends to overthink things a lot, but she causes so many misunderstandings because of this, and I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see a little bit more confidence from her, considering she's, like, at the time, I'm only on season 2, so she's, like, talking about how, like, oh, I have all these friends now, and, like, you know, I'm not alone anymore. I wish that she would embody that and understand I do have friends now. I don't have to be so, like, you know, scared, and, like, you know, if there's a misunderstanding, instead of getting in my head about it, I should talk to my friends about it. annoys me a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate that. I kind of hate the like ungodly amount of misunderstandings, especially in the first season that took place. But Kazuhaya is holding the fort down for me because he is so down bad, and I'm sorry, but every time he drops to his knees like embarrassed over like something that Sawako says or something that she does, my heart is swelled with joy. He is the reason that I continue to watch this anime, because I love anime men who are down bad. Kazuhaya, Genshi, I love it. And so I'm not gonna lie, I hate to admit it, but this anime is definitely not high on my list right now, and this is one that I've been looking forward to for a really long time, and it's just so slow that I have found myself skipping through the episodes, which it's just not for me. I like a more fast-paced, like I'm not saying get together in the first episode or anything, but I do like a little bit more of a fast-paced, like, you know, just a little bit more time with the couple. Like, it took one full 24 episode season for them to do nothing more than just to say, I like you and share a hug. That's it. 24 episodes of pain and misery for me. But anyway, that one I'm curious on how you guys feel about, because I know that this is a really popular one, so roast me if you want to in the comments. I don't care. This is all just my opinion, and you can't force me to say that I like something that I don't, but you're allowed to say different. Anyway, we do have one more that I have been watching. This one I am making a video at the time that I'm recording this. I am working on a video for my main channel, so you might see these two videos at the same time. But this is a silly little anime that I found on Netflix, which is called Puniru is a Cute or Kawaii Slime. It kind of depends on like the translation that you use, but for me it either says kawaii on Netflix, but on other sites it says cute slime. Basically, Puniru is a slime who comes to life and just causes mischief. She transforms herself into like a humanoid girl, and she just kind of goes to school, causes a lot of mischief and just confusion and stuff for like our main character. And so I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely like a silly, goofy slice of life, kind of like romance slice of life comedy, and it's fun. It is interesting, but who the hell is cutting grass right now? What the heck? There's a mower outside, so I'm gonna try to talk a little bit closer to you so you can't hear it as well. But basically, this is just a silly little goofy anime, and I'm gonna talk more about this on my, channel, like my Glitter M channel. But basically, she just kind of has some funny moments where she's like, she's a slime girl. She's a girl made out of slime. She's a slime that turns into a girl. So it's kind of funny. There's a lot of mischief that she causes and a lot of silly little moments. It's definitely more of a like children's anime because it's very cutesy. Like I would say children to like middle school, but basically our main, boy, Kotaro, is obsessed with cute things, but he doesn't want to admit that he's obsessed with cute things simply because he was made fun of it. And now Puniru is in his life, who is a cute thing, but he doesn't want to admit that she's cute because, he doesn't want her to get a big head about it, and also he's kind of trying to keep his love of cutesy stuff on the down low, simply because he got embarrassed because people made fun of him the first time go around. But it's a very funny series, and again, I'll talk more about this one over on my main channel, but I would give this one like a 6 out of 10. It was funny, but it was more of your just like random, like not a whole lot of plot series. Like if you've ever watched Lucky Star, I feel like it kind of has that Lucky Star vibe about it. But anyway, these are some of the animes that I have been watching recently, and I hope you guys will tell me down below which ones you have been watching, and if you have any animes that I should watch, any recommendations for anime or manga series, let me know down below in the comments, because I'm always looking for new things to talk about over here. Anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!